Let the galaxy burn.
Of all of war's many sorrows, perhaps the greatest tragedy is that of its orphans. Some of these unfortunate children have seen fathers cut down and killed before them. Some believe that their fathers must surely be dead, and yet they bear hope that he may still live. And others have had no news and live in tortured ignorance of where their fathers are, or if they even are alive. Many of these poor souls are broken spirits, their hopes crushed, and their dreams reduced to ash, traumatized and living lives of terror. But there are those amongst the Orphans of War who are of a different breed altogether, gene-forged by the Emperor of mankind to forever be the instruments of his will, his angels of death. They are his fury, and they know no fear. It is these warriors who we shall be taking a first look at today. They come from many shattered legions, and the first that we shall see is veteran Nebari, once of the Salamanders. He comes in at 3 energy with average stats for that cost, 3 attack and 3 health. But he also brings the excellent Survivor 2 trait, which makes him hard to kill, and means that he can survive even after attacking or being attacked by a powerful foe. This is a very handy card, and it has the right stats to be threatening combined with the right ability to be irritating. I can see him being put to very good use. But what do veteran Nebari and his fellow warriors do when they are wounded and close to death? Rather than throw their lives away in vain, they call upon another lost soul, their battle brother Apothecary Noren, once of the Raven Guard. Again, he has stats that are very average for 3 energy, in this case 2 attack and 4 health. But you shall never care about his stats, because Apothecary Noren shall lurk in the shadows, while rescuing his injured brothers and returning them to heal in the safety of your hand. Now of course, if you are a secret and devoted follower of Tzinch, you already hear a most seductive voice whispering one name in your ear. Melgator. Yes, unless you make sure you have plenty of area damage or anti-stealth abilities, Apothecary Noren actually means that you might just be seeing Melgator showing up more than you would like. Again, and again, and again, and again. And of course there are so many other troops who have useful rally abilities that will combo well with this, like Pi Alpha 3. I think that Apothecary Noren is going to find a home in many decks, and of course, being an epic card, he will find 2 homes because you can have 2 copies of him in your deck. The Orphans of War find themselves cut off from the Imperium and its logistical support, and they have to make do with seizing what they can from traitor forces. The first step in such raids is to acquire some stolen plans from their foes for 2 energy. These plans will allow you to copy a card from the enemy deck and add it to your hand. And because it has reflection, another copy of stolen plans will be created in your hand that lasts until the end of the current turn. So you can play it again if you have the energy. And again. And maybe again. And again. So anyway, this is obviously a very powerful tactic, and it must be in every one of your Orphans of War deck. You might be looking at this and thinking, wait a moment, this is a better version of Dewback Starsight. Or you might be looking at it and thinking, wait, this is a worse version of Dewback Starsight. Well, let's compare them. Dewback copies only 1 card per turn, whereas Stolen Plans can easily copy multiple cards in the same turn as long as you have the energy. In order to copy multiple cards, Dewback would have to stay alive for multiple turns, and if you've ever put him on the board, you know how short his life expectancy actually is. But on the other hand, With Jubak, you actually get a body on the board and the enemy has to spend energy or an attack to kill him. And also, whenever Jubak copies a card, he's not actually spending any more of your energy to do the copying. So I think each card is better under different circumstances. Jubak Starsight is probably better in the early game, when having him on the board matters most, and being able to copy one card from the enemy is a nice little bonus. On the other hand, in the late game, when your hand's empty, you don't have much to play, Stolen Plans is going to be better, because you've got to have one Stolen Plans in your hand, and lots of energy to spend on it, copying enemy cards. So hopefully, you've used up all your cards, because you're getting board domination over the enemy, and now Stolen Plans will help replenish your hand, so you can finish the enemy off easily. And of course, there's one other important difference. Stolen Plans is an epic card, not a legendary. So the Orphans of War will be packing 2 of them. Whenever you are facing the Orphans, I really hope that you love the cards in your deck, because you're going to be seeing them a lot more than you planned for. So I'm most certainly intrigued by the Orphans of War. They look to be a very interesting faction to play, combining the playstyle from many different existing factions. You have the Stealth of the Raven Guard, you've got Survivor of the Salamanders, you've got the copying enemy cards that the Thousand Suns gained with Ammon, and who knows what else we're going to see in the next couple of days. So keep an eye on the upcoming reveals from other content creators, and I will be facing you in the event in 3 days' time, trying to copy all the cards in your deck from you. Alright, until then, see you guys.